Disclaimer: this is a fictional dramatization inspired by public allegations, not confirmed legal findings. Viewer discretion is advised due to sensitive content involving manipulation and coercion. All events and dialogue are purely imaginary and do not represent real legal proceedings. Please like, share, and subscribe for more thrilling stories. The Sean D trial has escalated into a fictional courtroom clash, moving beyond Cassie Ventura's claims of manipulation and coercive gatherings. Audio evidence, a wave of new witnesses and allegations implicating major celebrities like Will Smith and Meek Mill have rocked the industry. Here's the imagined drama doubled in depth, with every detail preserved and expanded for maximum intensity. Courtroom audio shakes the case. The trial, which began on May 5, 2025 at Manhattan's Daniel Patrick Moahan Courthouse, initially focused on Cassie Ventura's allegations of manipulation, coercive gatherings termed freakoffs, and Sean D's controlling behavior. For weeks, prosecutors painted a grim picture of a music mogul wielding power to orchestrate questionable activities. However, on May 12, 2025, the case took a dramatic turn when the prosecution introduced audio recordings in open court. These were not casual exchanges, but allegedly explicit tapes featuring Sean D. Will Smith and Meek Mill sending shockwaves through the room. The audio followed a silent 2016 hotel lobby video leaked days earlier, showing Sean confronting Cassie in a Los Angeles hotel. Most assumed the video's visuals were the extent of the evidence, but insiders revealed that the audio played behind closed doors was far more damning. Phones were banned, and journalists were barred from recording, creating an eerie silence in the courtroom. One attendee described the content as undeniably graphic, involving intimate male interactions, the kind that halts a room with its weight. The audio allegedly captured moments of coercion, with one insider claiming it included a man being pressured, while Sean laughed in the background, a detail that intensified the case's gravity. No public leak of the audio has surfaced, not a snippet, not a shaky recording, not even a courtroom sketch. This secrecy has fueled rampant speculation. Some believe the audio is locked away to protect the identities of those involved. Others suspect it implicates too many powerful figures, hinting at a broader network shielded by influence. The lack of leaks in an era where court documents often surface online suggests a deliberate effort to contain its explosive potential. Social media platforms like X and Reddit buzz with theories, with users dissecting every courtroom rumor from the audio's content to its implications for Sean D's defense. New witnesses amplify the narrative. Following the audio's playback, the prosecution announced a roster of new witnesses on May 13, 2025, escalating the trial's stakes. These were not fame seekers, but former Bad Boy artists, ex-staff, and inner circle members who toured with Sean D, partied at his mansions, and witnessed his operations firsthand. After years of silence, they are now reportedly ready to testify under legal protection, their accounts poised to corroborate Cassie's claims and expose a pattern of coercion. Dawn Richards, a former member of Sean D's girl group, Danity Kane, took the stand on May 10, 2025. Her testimony was a pivotal moment as she detailed a 2009 incident at a Los Angeles house. Dawn alleged Sean physically confronted Cassie for not preparing his food on time, a violent outburst that left her shaken. The next day, Sean entered a room with Dawn and another band member, allegedly saying, "Do not say anything. What you saw was passion. People who talk about me like this end up missing." This chilling statement, reportedly in court transcripts, echoed Dawn's civil suit and added new allegations of intimidation. Photographed outside the courthouse, swarmed by paparazzi, Dawn appeared drained, her expression reflecting the emotional toll of testifying against a former mentor. Other witnesses include a former Bad Boy producer who claimed on May 14, 2025, to have seen Sean orchestrate coercive gatherings at a Miami mansion in 2010, involving substances to ensure compliance. A security guard from Sean's 2008 tour testified about overhearing threats to staff who questioned his orders, painting a picture of a controlled empire. These accounts, spanning years, suggest a systemic pattern challenging the defense's narrative of consensual interactions. The prosecution's strategy hinges on these voices, once silenced by fear or loyalty, now breaking free to reveal a darker side of Sean D's world. Sean D's daughter's emotional exit. The trial's impact on Sean D's family became starkly visible when his daughter left the courtroom on May 12, 2025, after the audio playback. Her blank, pale expression and averted gaze silenced even the most aggressive paparazzi who refrained from shouting questions. Sources tie her reaction to the audio's disturbing content, which reportedly implicated her father in ways that shook her perception of his legacy. This moment underscored the case's ripple effects, threatening not just Sean's freedom, but his familial bonds and public image. The weight of her silence spoke volumes, amplifying the trial's personal toll and hinting at the audio's power to unravel a carefully crafted persona. Will Smith's reputation in crisis. Will Smith's alleged involvement tied to the audio ignited a firestorm online. His name dropped during the May 12, 2025 playback sent platforms like X into overdrive. Fans and critics alike began dissecting every past interaction between Will and Sean D, unearthing old clips, interviews, and photos. A resurfaced interview with comedian Luenell, casually joking about intimate interactions between them, exploded on May 13, 2025, spawning memes and fueling speculation. Once overlooked, the clip now felt like a breadcrumb in a larger narrative. The scrutiny deepened when fans revisited footage of Will with his son Jaden Smith. Moments once seen as quirky father-son affection, playful kisses, and high energy were re-examined through a darker lens, with online commentators expressing discomfort. The tone shifted from amusement to unease, as viewers questioned what had once seemed innocent. The most explosive allegations came from brother Bilal, Will's former assistant, who on May 8, 2025, claimed to have witnessed Will in explicit acts. Bilal described a graphic incident alleging he walked in on Will and Dwayne Martin in a studio's dressing room, with Will bent over a couch and Dwayne standing. This account, aired on a fictional podcast, sent shockwaves through social media, with users debating its credibility but amplifying its impact. Will responded with a firm denial on May 14, 2025, stating, "I am not anywhere near that man. I did none of that nonsense." However, the internet countered with overwhelming evidence, photos and videos of Will and Sean D hugging, laughing, and standing close at parties, clubs, award shows, and casual hangouts. These receipts flooding X and Reddit contradicted Will's claim, leaving many feeling deceived. The public's trust, already strained by Will's 2022 Oscar incident, eroded further, with fans who once defended him now questioning his character. If the audio is real, it could be a career-ending blow, transforming a beloved star into a figure of controversy. Meek Mill's public meltdown. Meek Mill's alleged presence in the audio sparked chaos. Unlike Will's measured denial, Meek unleashed a torrent of defensive posts on X starting May 13, 2025, declaring, "I am not fruity, stop playing with me." His frantic responses, filled with pleas that others were trying to ruin him, only deepened public suspicion. Meek's connection to Sean D has been a running joke for years, with fans dubbing him Sean's intern or pocket puppet. These once lighthearted jabs are now seen as clues re-examined as part of a larger puzzle. A viral video from a 2022 party with billionaire Michael Rubin showed Meek acting awkward, almost childlike, with a background voice seemingly taunting him. Commenters noted his discomfort, suggesting he was masking unease. Another clip from a birthday party Sean threw for Meek in 2019 featured shirtless men by a pool and Sean calling Meek daddy, saying, "Proud of you, I love you. I appreciate life, daddy." This moment, once brushed off, became a meme juggernaut, resurfacing whenever Meek projected a tough image. The internet's relentless receipts, screenshots, old posts, and videos have kept Meek under a microscope, with every defense met with counter evidence of his closeness to Sean D. Despite no charges against him, the court of public opinion has largely deemed him guilty, a brutal reality of the digital age, where perception often overshadows legal innocence. The audio's secrecy and conspiracy theories. The audio's complete absence from public view, no leaks, no snippets, not even a courtroom sketch has turned it into a modern enigma. And insiders claim that it captured a man being coerced while Sean laughed, added a chilling layer, though it remains unverified. A fleeting rumor, quickly debunked, suggested a Meek Sean intimate recording its traction, revealing the case's fevered speculation. In the U.S., legal system evidence is rarely concealed without compelling reason, prompting journalists to question why this audio remains under wraps. Is it to protect those involved, or does it implicate too many powerful figures? Theories abound. Some argue the audio's secrecy shields a broader network of entertainment elites, with unseen influence pulling strings to contain its fallout. Others speculate the government fears the consequences of releasing evidence that could ruin careers, end lucrative deals, spark lawsuits, and name unmentioned individuals. The silence in an era of iCloud hacks and leaked documents feels deliberate, suggesting a truth too volatile to unleash. Ex-users have formed digital investigation hubs analyzing every courtroom leak and insider whisper. While Reddit threads debate whether the audio's lockdown indicates a cover-up or a cautious legal strategy. The lack of official statements, only vague summaries from attendees, heightens the mystery, making the audio's silence louder than any evidence presented. Uncovering a hidden network. The trial, now in its third week as of May 21, 2025, has transcended Shondi and Cassie's conflict, exposing a fictional network within the entertainment industry. Federal pressure and insider testimonies are peeling back layers of an allegedly unchecked culture. Shondi, once an untouchable titan, wove himself into hip-hop, television, fashion, and culture with his bad boy for life persona, extravagant parties, and billionaire connections. His vote or die campaign and high-profile friendships crafted a larger-than-life image, but that facade is crumbling in real time. Retrospective red flags are glaring. Sean's reported control over bad boy artists, from contract disputes to creative stifling, left many struggling post-label. Acts like Maze, The Lox, and Day 26 often faded or emerged damaged, their careers stunted. Aubrey O'Day, the former Danity Kane member, has long criticized Sean's behavior, alleging manipulation and coercion. Her claims, once dismissed as sour grapes, are now validated by the courtroom, with Dawn Richards' testimony echoing similar themes. Dawn's account of the 2009 incident, Sean's alleged violence and threats, suggests a pattern, not isolated events. Additional witnesses, like a former stylist who worked with Sean from 2005 to 2010, testified on May 15, 2025, about overhearing plans for coercive gatherings where attendees were allegedly pressured with promises of career boosts or threats of exclusion. A chauffeur from Sean's 2012 tour claimed he drove individuals to private venues under strict instructions to remain silent, hinting at a well-oiled operation. These testimonies, spanning decades, paint Sean as a master manipulator, challenging the defense's claim of consensual, extravagant lifestyles. The prosecution's narrative, bolstered by these voices, portrays a systemic culture of control where loyalty was demanded and dissent punished. Impact on Will and Meek's legacies. Will Smith's reputation, fragile since the 2022 Oscar incident, faces an existential crisis. The audio's alleged content, combined with Bilal's graphic allegations, has shifted public perception. Fans who rallied behind Will during the Oscar controversy now question his character, with ex-posts dissecting his every move. If the audio is verified, it could end his career, transforming a cultural icon into a pariah. The internet's relentless scrutiny, reposting old clips and photos, ensures his denial struggles to gain traction, leaving him battling a perception war he may not win. Meek Mill, though uncharged, is similarly ensnared. His defensive ex-posts, peaking on May 16, 2025, with rants against ruiners, have backfired, convincing many of his guilt. The daddy clip and party footage are weapons in the internet's arsenal, undermining his tough persona. Meek's association with Sean, once a badge of success, now taints him, with fans revisiting years of interactions for clues. The digital age's brutal reality, where perception trumps legal status, has left Meek fighting an uphill battle, his credibility battered by memes and receipts. A trial beyond the courtroom. The trial's stakes extend beyond Shondi's fate. It's a fictional reckoning for an industry long whispered to harbor dark secrets. The audio, if released, could implicate others, unraveling a web of influence that protected such behavior. The prosecution's case, built on Cassie's allegations, Dawn's testimony, and insider accounts, challenges Sean's defense, led by Mark Agnello and Tenny Garagos, who insist his actions were consensual. The defense faces an uphill battle as witness after witness details a culture of coercion, not freedom. Sean's legacy, his music empire, cultural influence, and family ties hangs by a thread. His daughter's courtroom exit symbolizes the personal cost, while the public's reevaluation of his career reveals a man whose charm masked control. The trial, expected to last 8 weeks, is a cultural moment, with every testimony and rumor dissected online. The internet's long memory ensures this saga won't fade, driven by a collective demand for truth in a case that feels deliberately obscured. Unanswered questions and looming fallout. The audio secrecy remains the trial's biggest mystery. Why in a transparent legal system is it hidden? Theories range from protecting victims to shielding powerful figures. The government's silence, no statements, no acknowledgement beyond leaks, suggests a cautious navigation of a volatile situation. If the audio surfaces, it could shake Hollywood's foundations not just for Sean's actions, but for who else was involved. The potential fallout lawsuits, career endings, and exposed networks looms large with names like Will and Meek, possibly just the beginning. The trial is unearthing a fictional culture of unchecked power. Sean D's unraveling, once unthinkable, is a public spectacle driven by federal scrutiny and courageous insiders. The velvet curtain is pulling back, revealing a truth that could redefine the industry. As the case unfolds, the question persists: who is protecting this silence and what lies behind it? Conclusion: this fictional saga exposes a clash of truth and power. Dawn's testimony, the audio's impact, and implicated stars keep us hooked. Please like, share, and subscribe for more thrilling tales. Stay tuned as this imagined drama unfolds.
Thanks for watching this video. If you like this video, drop a comment below. And please like, share, and subscribe my channel.